What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we back again for another episode review of what is this? Power Book 2 Go Season 5. No, Season 4, Episode 9, Married to the Game. If I sound like I really don't care, I really don't care. Because I watched this episode, and after last week's episode, I thought I really was the only one who thought that last week's episode was like terrible. And actually, these past 4 episodes that has been on has been terrible. Okay. And I just don't understand what is the issue and what is the problem. This, you know what? This is what I get for growing up on shows like The Wire. You know what I'm saying? Because that was true. That was real. That was, even if it was a little bit made up, it was real. Okay. Imagine when I started this season, I said, you know what, since it's the last season, we not gonna do too much. We not gonna be like, girl, this is a mess, this is a mess, this is a mess. We just gonna let it play out the way that it needs to play out. And baby, it's playing out in a way that has been getting on my nerves, okay? And honestly, I just really want to get up here, and I'm sorry for all this talking before we get into the episode, because I literally was debating myself whether I should give a full review or just give it like a 5-minute review, because honestly, this episode dragged a little bit too much. It was 58 minutes for what? For what? We did absolutely nothing but a couple of things, okay, that actually matter, and it bothered me, okay? So let's just get up into it. We started off, you got Kane and Noma. Noma, what is this? Noma, y'all ever notice that Noma always do this with that one hand every single time? Is that just to show that you are regal, you of importance, whatever? That's it. I know I ain't the only one that be noticing that. It's always that right hand that she be just. I'm like, girl, put it down, give it a rest. But anyway, so they getting ready and doing outfits, fittings, or whatever for the wedding, okay? Noma, that dress wasn't cute. I ain't really like it, all right? But hey, it is what it is. I would have rather you got married in a traditional Nigerian wear. But okay, cool. You did that at the reception. And even at the reception, it could have been a little bit more. Because let me tell you something. I want to go to a Nigerian wedding for real, because baby, it looks so fun and colorful and just everything. All right. Shout out to my Nigerian cousins, because y'all know I'm part Nigerian. I'm on my Ice Spice. Okay. I am literally part Nigerian. Most of my DNA is from Nigeria, but there's that. Okay. But here it is. Anyway, moving on from that. So you got that Kane trying to figure out whether or not the family is coming to his wedding. Meanwhile, he texting Monet over there with Janet and Drew, and they up there playing dominoes or whatever. And of course, Monet got an attitude. Girl, he up here thinking that I'm gonna come to this wedding and all this stuff. And I was just like, it is windy as hell outside. I ain't never seen this many leaves fall. What is going on? Because we are literally in a wind advisory right now. And I'm so glad I ain't had to go outside. I am so glad I ain't had to go outside, because I mean, it has been blowing. They said it's an after effect from the hurricanes. I hope anybody that's dealing with the hurricanes or whatever, y'all are okay. If you're watching me, I pray that you are okay. And if not, I pray that it gets better. But anyway, moving on from that. See how I easily distracted by this shit? But Janet, she was like, girl, we are going to the wedding. That's the reason why me and my peoples came down here. I said, girl, no. Then, Drew texting Diana to see if they come. And Diana said, listen, I got a lot of stuff going on, so I don't even know. Honestly, they should never win, okay? But hey, it is what it is. I thought they wasn't gonna show up, but of course it wouldn't have been no episode if they didn't, all right? So Diana is in class. This one class, Rock said this is the only class that they be having throughout this whole show. And honestly, they ain't never lied. They don't never show them going to any other class. And then this whole season, all of a sudden, they want to show them in this one particular class, these last 2 episodes. And then they had a little final to do. And she didn't walk that on the test. She didn't walk that on the test. Okay, at this point, Diana, I need honestly, I really would have been okay if Diana would have been the one that got. Okay, we've kind of fast forwarded a little bit, because when I say she is just so irritating, and I just feel like at this point she is a non-factor as a character at this point. Like, what do she bring to the show? Absolutely nothing. Honestly, I mean, okay, yeah, you was in the plot with Drew to try to kill your mama. Okay, fine. Ooh, but you really wasn't needed. Okay, and so just to make you feel like you was important a little bit, you got pregnant by Tyreek. So you say, I really don't feel like that was Tyreek's baby. I don't care what nobody say, that was Salam, and the baby went up there to meet Salam just like that. No shade, no shade, but that's just what it is. Okay, and still, what is your purpose? What is your purpose? So if she would have got, I would have been fine with it. Okay, no tears lost, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because she just annoys me so much. She's just so stupid. Meanwhile, because who walks out on the test unless you're not coming back? Bitch, you did all of this to get into that school, to get up there to be with Tariq and all this stuff, to be independent, and only for you to mess your life up a little bit by getting a little bit pregnant, losing the child. Now you can't focus. You're telling Drew, oh my God, like when I'm in school, I can just, all I think about is just the little boy and him being the father. Bitch, you did it. What do you want us to say? And then when I'm out, all I can think about is school. Girl, leave us alone. Leave us alone. Because ain't nobody tell you to look at them toys and to get it in your mind and be like, oh my gosh, she got kids. No, you should have went on ahead and did what you did and ran up out of there. That's what you should have did, okay? Y'all don't know how to take out people, right? I just, oh, you would never survive in the streets of Chicago. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ugh, I'm just saying, like, we don't do that. We just go ahead and do what we gotta do and get the hell up out of there. Meanwhile, well, I don't do none of those things. I just want y'all to know. All right. But I'm just saying. So you got that going on, and then you got Carter up there calling what's his name, calling Tariq and basically telling him that it's some new kids or whatever, them dealers that don't want to act right or whatever. So I need you to go down to this Vicky's amusement park or whatever and go talk to him and all that stuff, get him in order. And he was like, why you can't do it? It was like, first of all, because if they see me, they'll know that I'm a cop and you fit right in. When he said you fit right in with the skinny jeans and the day dems and all, I ain't even gonna lie, that shit did make me laugh. It made me cackle a little bit. I said, oh, Carter, you got a little bit of jokey joke. Okay, that's cute or whatever. So you got that going on. Plus, Tyreek is in his feelings about the fact that Braden is there. Braden is back up in the dorm room, and he was like, I thought you was supposed to be over there with Elle. Well, Elle don't want him, okay? And mind you, Braden is over there scrolling through her Instagram. And he was like, that's what you get for playing simp for every bitch that give you a little bit of puss. And I said, you know what? You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. Brayden really is that type of person. But anyway, so you got this going on. And basically, remember last week when we said that, or when it came to the conclusion that Carter and Noma knows that, the Tejadas and Tariq was trying to play them against each other to try to take each other out. Okay, so now they putting their plan in action. Carter told him to go down there to that amusement park. Then you get Drew going to make a drop, pick up some money or whatever for Carter, and from the dudes that's over there, they up there laughing and talking about, who is the other person or whatever that, Carter got working for him because he showed enough ain't tell you because it's somebody else that's supposed to be going down there to Staten Island up there where the amusement park. This is the first time that he's hearing about this. So now at this point, he getting in his feelings, threatening old boy. He pulled a gun out here. I said, Drew, you can't keep pulling guns out on people like this to show your masculinity or how bad you are in the streets and everything. Like you ain't the one to be messed with. Now he feel a little bit threatened because at this point, Drew went from not really wanting to be in the game the way that he wanted to be in the game underneath Monet, trying to take her out, to being underneath Carter and being attached to him. And I'm just like, what? Telling Diane, I don't know. It's just like the feeling that I get, trying to do what I want to do with. I'm like, you not doing what you want to do. You're doing what Carter is telling you to do. And I don't know, you feel like you have some little sense of freedom. And he gonna tell Diane that, he did meet with this art gallery lady who said that it's a possibility he can go over there to Paris, okay, and do the art stuff. And he trying to think about whether or not he want to do that or stay over here and play around with Carter in the streets. I said, this is everybody gets a way out. Everybody gets a way out. Okay? You're getting good opportunities and you are about to sacrifice it to play around in the streets with Carter, a dirty cop, who's 9 out of 10 is going to flip on you, which he has been doing or he's about to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh my goodness, Drew, you are just dumb. At this point, everybody is stupid. And like we knew kind of like everybody was like a little bit dumb, but now it's like they got real lazy with the writing and the story, and now they just showing how stupid everybody is. Like outwardly. We ain't even got to are they stupid? No, we can see it. You know, that type of thing. And so you got that same thing with Effie. Effie, the only one that had a positive outcome so far, because she got accepted to her little Stanford thing, you know, and she trying to get up out the game. Now you going over there, you talking to Kane and all that stuff or whatever after the little engagement party and woo woo wooing, and then y'all had listen, listen. Kane fucked that girl and then gonna tell her, well, I don't know if you will be able to get out, but because she said, listen, I'm going to California next week. That's just what it is. You need to tell Noma what's good because I'm trying to get the hell up out. Well, you know what it said about the game. Once you in it for life, whatever. But I mean, I could talk to her. Mind you, he just had sex with her. Mind you, that was the worst sex scene out of this whole series. Okay, when I tell you there was no chemistry. And mind you, they have had sex before, and I think I was okay with it. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, this time I was just like, there's no emotion, there's no chemistry, and I know this is acting, and I'm saying it just felt like cardboard. I'm looking like Effie can't put it on. I said, Effie, do you like it? Like, what's going on? It just wasn't no feelings. And then you see comparing and contrasting, you see they sex scenes compared to Noma and Davis up there getting it in. And I mean, bitch, I was sitting here like, damn, Noma. Noma, my type of girl, okay? Noma was slapping the dog shit out of him, and Davis was getting turned on bad. So she was about to choke him out. I said, you know what? Do me like that. You will keep me in your life forever. I'm just saying. Okay, sometimes you like to be a little bit manhandled when you're doing a little bit of things. I have a little safe word, but until I say it, keep on doing it. Okay, I was like, all right, that's what you be doing to Uncle Phil Noma. Y'all know that's her husband, okay, from Bel Air. But meanwhile, she got her brother up in there, and they over there at Kane's penthouse, and trying to see whether or not Monet gonna show up, which she does or whatever. And Monet came there with this badass white dress on, skin tight with the slit all the way up to the coochie area. I said, baby, this is an engagement party or a rehearsal dinner in your son's house. Why we dressed like this? But I wasn't mad at it. You know what? I just want to bring something up right quick, and I know it's gonna be something, but y'all think Mary J. Blige got some ridiculous? Because they bringing up everybody else's name except for Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige been back there with Diddy for a long time, and they even had a falling out at one point. You know what I'm saying? And it was a little bit of accusations against her at one point too, and it kind of got swept underneath the rug. Not about the freak off, but being with somebody that was under. We gonna move past. We gonna move past. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Since y'all want to throw everybody else's name out there, let's throw the people that really close out there. No shade, because I still love me some Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige. I just hope her hands is clean in this whole situation. And she going on tour, and I want to go too. So we'll see. We shall see. But then she going on tour with Neo, and I don't like Fish Boy. Okay, but anyway, moving on from that. I don't understand what was the purpose of this damn dinner. This dinner was a roast session, okay? Mind you, Noma trying to keep up appearances with her brother. Her brother came there and he is so Nigerian. When he did that, the way that y'all be sucking y'all teeth and everything, that shit took me down because he was over her ass, okay? It was like, so your husband just get killed. And now you coming over here to marry to help. Okay, who does this type of shit? She said, listen, bruh, I don't say nothing about you and your little horse. And he said, that's fine, but I'm not out here marrying him, right? And I said, oh, he got you. He really did get you or whatever. But it just goes to show, and I hate it because, for a while now, it's been the diasporas, and they always, or they, the stereotype and what they be trying to say is that, Africans be looking down on us African Americans, and the brother literally was looking down on us or on them. He don't know me, so that's just what it is, right? And when I tell you they was roasting each other, no, they was really roasting Kane. They was roasting Noman and all of that stuff at that table. I said, "What is happening? They bringing up this situation, that situation, making it look stupid. Kane look stupid because at the end of the day, Kane, you are dumb as hell to think that you really was going to be able to marry this woman, put your name on her business so that y'all can legitimize it and naturalize it or whatever, and think that that's all that was going to happen and that you was going to get up in her organization and have a little bit of power. Monet had to keep telling your ass that is not going to happen. And then I will say, it was, when you could tell when something is about to happen sometimes, most of the time with a character, because you get this type of foreshadowing scene. And this is what happened when Kane and Monet went into a separate room and they had a little conversation. And she actually was like, I appreciate you, I love you, and I'm here for you, and all that stuff. And he was like, "What? You ain't never said nothing like that to me. Say it again," and all that stuff. It was one of those reassuring moments where he was like finally getting that validation that he needed from Monet, that she do care about him, that she do value him, and all of that, because she is his mother, and regardless of the fact, she still loves him and care about him, and think that he really is that nigga for him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, I said, why are we getting so mushy, mushy, gushy? We getting mushy, gushy, gushy, and I was like, yeah, Monet about to die. Either she about to die or she about to be comatose again, and then she ain't gonna wake up from it. And then I said, no, not comatose, because she already was in the last season. But this Tad, no. She about to get taken out this world. And you get when they come out of there because Drew was taking Kane to the strip club or whatever. And so to celebrate, or to the club, yeah, to celebrate his little bachelorette party and all that stuff. Noma up there talking to Monet like, yo, we need to just be friends, okay? Because we're about to be family and I want to have a clean slate with my family. Girl, Nova said, bitch, we ain't no goddamn family, okay? You know family of mine, all right? And I was just like, mm. And I'm listening to the conversation, and she was like, what would I have to do to make this right with you? She was like, because first of all, I'm not trying to work with you no more. Okay, that's just it. And she said, okay, cool. Well, since you don't want to work with me, what can I do? Monet said money, lots of it. And she was like, okay, well, I ain't got no money on hand right about now, but I do got this thing down at the amusement park, and it's full of drugs. Okay, and I got access to it. I can give it to you here. Here's the key. Go ahead and get it. Okay. And I was like, And as soon as she said that, I already knew right then and there that she's setting her up. And my thing is, I don't understand how come Monet couldn't understand and see through that, because all of a sudden this bitch want to be nice to you. This bitch want to be nice to you and give you some drugs after she already, girl. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense when a person all of a sudden want to change up how they feel about me. And no, where did this come from? We ain't had no conversation, and we've been beefing ever since the last second. And all I'm saying, you want to do a favor for me? No, what is going on? And then it scene with Drew up in the, not Drew, but Kane in the strip club with Lil Durk. Lil Durk's supposed to be his cousin. I said, why couldn't he just sit there? Why couldn't he just sit there? Because as soon as he opened up his mouth to try to deliver his lines, I said, baby, close it. Okay? Close it. The streets are where you belong, but I need not on the film. Okay? I need you to just keep it closed like that. I said, this nigga can't act work, but damn. All right. They didn't even try with him. But anyway, so you got that going on. Um, that's when Diana and Drew had a little conversation. Drew basically said, I'm always be here for you and all this stuff. They trying to get in contact with Monet, and they can't get in contact with her, so therefore they wind up calling Janet. Janet told her, well, I ain't heard from her, but I know that she going to Staten Island and all this stuff. Effie come up in there, and this is when she connects with Kane and all that shit. And then, Drew put it two and two together. Okay, Well, if she going to Staten Island, Tariq going to Staten Island, and then all of a sudden we find out that Vadim, the Russian, is going to Staten Island. So yeah, they setting it up so that they can get killed. Okay. And they go there, which was very, very dumb on Monet part. All right. Why is it that, let's say that you want to be stupid and believe that Norman is really going to do something for you and give you these drugs, and this is a peace offering, an olive branch, whatever, because we're about to be family, all of that, right? But my whole thing is this: why do you need to show up and go right then and there that night? How come we can't go to the next day? Or how come I can't go when I'm ready to go? Okay, because Norma basically said you need to take your ass there and do it right now. She gets there, Tariq is there. Okay, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all, I am so glad that this show is almost over with. You wanna know why? Because is it me or is it my ears? Every time Tariq is talking, when he's talking at a normal voice, it always sounds muffled, like he's talking through his teeth or he trying so hard to put on his New York accent. I be turning the TV up and I make sure I have to have subtitles on so I can hear what he's saying. The only time that I ever heard him so clear was every time he be screaming. Like he had a little moment where he went off in this episode, and I said, "Oh, you can talk." But other than that, it just be like, "What's going on?" It's like he got mothballs in his cheeks or something. But anyway, so he figured out, and they figured out right then and there that, oh, they know that we was trying to set them up, so they trying to set us up. And then here come the Russian dudes. They was about to take Monet out, but then or they was about to take them out, but then all of a sudden Drew and Diana showed up right before the Russians could shoot Monet and Tariq. And they shot the Russian dude. And then here go Monet, give me that gun. Give me that. And then she just sprayed the rest up. I said, well, Drew and Diana did the shit already, so what are you doing? They wind up putting them in the car. They put them in Monet's car and set the car on fire. Sent a text to Noma to say that Monet is gone, the job is done. And so at this point, you got Noma and them talking to Carter and Nico. She tried to figure out how come, man. She literally said, "How come my fiance hasn't got word that his mom is dead?" I said, "Well, you want him to find out on the wedding day or before the wedding? Wow, so he can call it out. What's going on?" And then here comes Carter saying, "Well, they got to do a forensic report because the car was burnt up and it was two bodies in there, and they got to figure out who the two bodies are. You can't rush it, but we're gonna assume that Monet was in there." And I said, oh hell, this is so dumb. Okay. And of course Carter got to flex and talk about how he don't work for her and all this stuff. And at this point, Tariq is pissed the fuck off, okay? He talking to Davis and he just going on, and I can't believe this shit. These motherfuckers playing with me. I'm Tariq St. Patrick. I ain't my daddy. I said, your daddy was way smarter than you, boo. Every time you try to make it seem like you ain't your daddy, you are proving him correct. You are not, because your daddy will never get himself in some dumb shit like this and not be able to get himself out of it, okay? He didn't get out. He didn't die by the hands of his enemies. He died by the hands of his seed. And that's unfortunate. I killed my own daddy. Okay, okay. And you've been fucking up ever since, bitch. All right. Mind you, all of this has been happening in the span of 2 years. In the span of 2 years. So now, he wants Davis to come on board with him and help him get Carter out, okay? Then you got Drew and Diana talking to Monet in a little motel, and Monet like, no, bitch, I got to do all this shit myself. They like, no, mama, we together. The Tejadas, this family, Tejadas for life. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, okay, whatever. Davis and Tariq meet up with them, and they trying to come together with the plan about what they gonna do, and then they realize that they need all hands on deck. So at this point, that means we got to bring Brady in and we got to bring Effie in. Okay, and I'm just like, you want to bring the crackhead and the one that's trying to get the hell out of it? Like, girl, this don't make no type of sense. What do you need them for? So Drew telling them how to get to Carter. Carter goes to the church every Saturday to go do confession at 4 o'clock. So we can go to the church. But see, they need Effie and Braden and all that stuff so that they can get to the people that be, controlling the cameras, because there's a whole bunch of cameras up in there. And that's just basically what it is. Now, at first, Effie was like, bitch, what the fuck y'all need me for? I don't want to get involved in this. But then eventually she went on ahead and said that she'll do it, okay? Meanwhile, Tariq told Braden, don't be doing no drugs. As soon as they get to the church and they looking at all this stuff and they didn't put everybody down, what happens? He do some drugs. I said, you can't trust a crackhead just to not be. You can't hold off for a couple of hours. A couple of hours. Oh my God. So you got Davis going up there because now it's the day of the wedding, I believe, and he's going up there to talk to Noma. Noma is in a tizzy. She trying to do her stuff and get this thing done. Davis trying to make it seem like she needs some paperwork that needs to be signed, and she like, girl, nigga, I ain't got time for it, okay? He overhears one of her bodyguards dudes or whatever, and he talking about somebody that hasn't called in and they don't know where he at, and so he uses that as a way to try to go get dude in the car to find him so that they can go ahead and sign these papers and all this stuff. Davis was so goddamn nervous in that car with that man, and I said, what type of bodyguard is gonna take the word of somebody else that ain't their boss? I said, well, you've been working with this woman too long to be doing something stupid like this by getting in the car with Davis, a random person that does not work for you or for your, like, come on, he's not always around, right? And so, of course, he pulls up and the dude realized that he about to get killed, okay? Because Davis, he was just so antsy up in there. And I said, can you make it any more obvious? And so he gets out the car, point the gun at him. Dude gets out the car. They start wrestling and all that stuff. And Davis wild out, choking him out. When I found out that you can't really kill a person by choking them out like that and they don't die that quick. And I said, you know what, Ashley, you are so stupid. You should have known this because this is TV magic. But it really takes like over 5 minutes to actually kill somebody by choking them out like that. I said, oh my God, that is a long fucking time, bitch. I'll give up. I'd be like, damn, you are taking too long to die. Let me just go ahead and do something else. Okay, stab you or something like shit. That's too long. But anyway, Davis realized that what he did, and he like, oh my God, oh my God. I said, yeah, you didn't kill somebody. You didn't kill somebody. It is so funny to me how Method Man recently said, he feels some type of way about being looked at as a hmm, sex symbol. He don't really want to do that. Mind you, I said, you know what? You just gonna have to take it because that's what women been doing. Women been objectified for years and years and years. Okay, and then you gonna do this sex scene and his ass was just going. I said, you know what? I ain't into niggas, but I'm into ass. He has a nice ass. Okay. So there's that. I said you about to continue to be objectified. Just take it, okay? Take that, take that. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. No Diddy. Moving on from that. So he got his first body for real, for real. Okay. So you get that. We get the wedding that happens. Her brothers walk her down the aisle. And at this point, you have that happening. And Kane was really trying to write some vows. I said, y'all really gonna do that? Can't we just do the regular, repeat after me and all this stuff? Why do we have to write vows for a fake ass wedding, right? But okay, so they in the church. You got Drew and you got Effie in the church, and they didn't knocked all the people out and they taking over the cameras and all that stuff, and we see Carter come into the confessional booth. Y'all, the first time I've ever went into a church, a real like a church, like a Catholic church like this, like I've never been into a church before, was when I went down to New Orleans and we went to that big church that's down there, that's like the tourist attraction that's on in the area of Bourbon Street and all that shit. Yeah, the tourist church. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Citadel or something. I don't know. Y'all know which one. If you're from New Orleans and if you've been down there, you know exactly that big white ass church. And I was like, oh my God, it's beautiful up inside there. It is so beautiful out. And I was like, so this is what y'all do? Y'all really got the candles, but you had to pay to light the candle. I said, excuse me, I thought that shit was free. And then you see the little confessional booth. I said, "Oh, this confessional shit look a little bit no shade. I shouldn't be cussing. It look a little small. Can I fit up in there if I try?" But I didn't try because I was just there as a tourist, and I was just really amazed. Like, wow, and to find out that that city is mostly Catholic, interesting. But anyway, so of course Tariq is already up in the booth and he's in the side where the priest's supposed to be. And then of course here comes Carter. And then at this point, Tariq comes out and like, I got you, nigga, all this stuff and woo woo woo. And at this point, Carter is like, okay, well, you want to do this. I see you got me right here, but I'm going to raise you for the fact that, oh, I got you on camera killing Zion. He like, damn. And at that point, he was able to get Tariq's gun and to, you know, arrest him and put him in the car. And at this point, I'm sitting here like, so what the fuck was all this for? Okay, y'all are so dumb. So damn dumb. Meanwhile, Effie and Braden, they wind up getting into the car and they chasing him to the point where he runs into a truck or whatever, so they stop. And this is how they was able to get Tariq and Carter out. And this is when we saw in the previews where we see Carter tied up in a chair in the warehouse. They was able to tie him up in the chair. And then Tariq found where it goes like, fuck, man, fucked up. I said, nigga, get your ass up and shut up, okay? But at this point, you know, Carter, before they did all of this, Carter had told Noma, listen, she gave her a call and said, listen, Monet and Tariq ain't dead. So, you know, figure that shit out. She go when she talked to her brother, like, what the fuck? He said, if you see any of them, take their asses out. That's just what it is, okay? And so that's when he did that sucking of the lip. I love it when y'all do that. It is so fucking, it's funny because it's like a skill, it's an art. And so now you got Monet showing up and all this stuff and whoa, 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 everybody trying to figure out what's gonna happen, okay? And so now they got them in the warehouse, they got Carter. Get Carter. That is a movie. That's a movie, right? And so at this point, you got the reception going on back at the wedding, right? You got the reception going on. It's given the traditional Nigerian, and I think they said that they was Igbo. And if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. They was Igbo. Is it Igbo or Igbo? Igbo. I'm gonna say Igbo. And so, you know, they doing it or whatever, and they having a little dance. Okay, so you got the family there, you got Drew and Diana there, you got Aunt Janet and her people there, right? The cousins and all that shit. Okay, fine. So since Noma knows that Tariq and Monet is still alive, and 9 out of 10 that they about to be coming for her, okay, so it's time to get them up out of there and to let them know, bitch, we on to your ass. So they got the cousins that we found out, but then we see Drew and Diana being taken out by security, right? Okay, and then we see Noma having her little dance with Kane, and then gonna tell Kane, so I'm gonna need you to pick and choose, okay? Pick which side you want. Either it's your mama or it's me. Okay? He was like, what are you talking about? Because her brother did ask, do you think that Kane knew anything about, you know, them setting it up and trying to get Carter and trying to set your ass up? And he was like, oh, well, Noma said, I don't believe so. And he did it. He didn't know. And so basically, you sitting there or you telling him, you're gonna have to pick and choose between me and your mamas, okay? And that's just really what's gonna have to be. I said, now, Kane, this is the whole reason why your mama said, why the fuck are you fucking with this bitch? Because it literally was gonna come down to this. She was not finna spare Monet any chance at any time. Even if it didn't come this far, and the situation didn't go the way that it went, eventually Noma was going to try to take Monet out. Okay, that's just really what was going to happen. Carter was going to try to take Monet out. Okay, and I'm just sitting here like, Kane, this is why you cannot be a leader, because you should have known this. Okay, you should have known this. You got to think steps ahead. Okay, you can't think short term. You got to think long term and all of that shit. I'm just sitting here like, oh my goodness, here you go. And at one point when she was saying that, I thought she had popped him or something. But no, that's when everybody started coming up and throwing money or whatever, like they do at a traditional wedding, a Nigerian reception after the wedding. And then they took him out. Took him out, tied him up in a chair in the back, and was basically like, if you see the people, just kill them ass, okay? Here comes, you know, because Diana and Drew in the car with the security. Girl, before they can even put the key in the ignition and close the door all the way, pop, pop. Girl, one security that fell on the floor, he gone. The other security, he in the driver's seat gone. I said, who did that? Girl, that was Monet. Monet came there with her sides out and her floral flowing ass dress, and she just like, pop, pop, I'm Mad Max up in this. I'm Mad Monet up in this piece. You ain't finna do nothing to my kids. Pop, pop, pop. She went out like a G. I ain't gonna say that. She went out real cute. Real cute. And so at this point, you know, Monet just started going out. The kids wanted to do some things with her. She said, hell no, this is going to be me. Okay. So at this point, she just went through the whole compound, the whole estate, the whole house, and everything, and just taking out all of the guards, all the security. Pop, pop, pop. She's a one woman's killing machine. But she said, y'all ain't finna fuck with my babies. Okay. I said, oh, look at you being a mama when it's needed at the last and wrong time. When you had so many other incidents to do a mama. Okay. You put your kids up in this mess, and now you finna die for it. Okay. Girl, I mean, she was taking everybody out with them two little glocks. I said, ooh, ooh, that must have a lot of mags up in there because you ain't switched out your mags or nothing or whatever. I said, okay. And then, Kay basically said, fuck you to Noma because she chose Monet. And she was kind of shocked a little bit. And I said, what the fuck did you think? He's a mama's boy. He's a mama's boy. And so she came up in there and she doing her thing. And they fighting back and all that stuff. Next thing you know, as soon as you see somebody go like this with their guns and they start walking, boo, boo, and it's like 15,000 people shooting at you and it's just them, you should already be prepared for it's a possibility that they're going to get shot and they're not going to survive. And that's exactly what happened. Monet thought about that shit for a second and she just said, boom, 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 boom. And they just started ragging her ass. And I said, damn, Monet, you let them take you out like this? And she said, yeah, I did it for my child. And so, I felt bad for Kane at that moment because Kane was the only one that actually was really acting like that was really his mama and his mama was really gone. Because I felt that. When Diana and Drew came up in there, especially with Diana, she was like, Ma, wait, what up, Ma? I said, girl, shut the fuck up. Because it sounds so fake. It sounds so fake. And then you got Kane. He was like, Ma, wait. What? And Kane just sound real. I was like, damn, Kane, I didn't know you can get those emotions, Woody. Okay. I just felt a little bit bad. I almost teared up a little bit at that scene. And with her saying, my babies, my babies. Oh, Monet deserved better. I didn't want my girl to go just yet, but shit happens. This is the street life. And so basically that's what happened. Monet died. And that's the end of the episode. Girl, they dragged this shit out. When I tell you the episode was 58 minutes, it could have been 45. Actually, it could have been 40. Okay, to be quite honest with you. But hey, that was the episode. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Now the season finale is coming on next week. Do you think Noma's gonna survive this? Do you think Carter's gonna survive this? Put it down in the comments, and I'll see y'all later.